Did you realize that the blood vessels and muscles that keep you strong, where it counts most, may be covertly being harmed by the meal you eat? Age may not be the cause of lower erections, low energy, or tingling below the belt if you are over 60. Your breakfast may be the cause. The majority of men are unaware that their breakfast either promotes or gradually inhibits good blood flow to the groin. Even more startling is the fact that a lot of people aren't eating the one easy food that may make a difference. I'm Dr. Laura, a men's health specialist who has worked in urology and age-related performance decrease for more than 30 years. I've worked with thousands of guys all over the nation who believed that as they aged, their intimacy was diminishing. What we found was far more encouraging. This is the reality. Only if you provide the proper tools, which cannot be obtained from a pill or prescription, will your body be able to restore circulation to your lower body. To target male circulation, they can be found in 5 very specific, very basic morning foods that you probably already know how to use. I'll demonstrate how to use them in detail in this video. Stay with me through to the finish, because I'll share a strange mixture that's helping guys get benefits in less than a week. You'll discover how 5 simple chemicals can strengthen pelvic muscle tissue, raise confidence, and improve blood flow down there without causing any negative side effects. Let's begin. Before we get started, to ensure you don't miss any tip created, especially for guys over 60, be sure to hit the bell and subscribe button if you're serious about getting your vitality back and increasing circulation where it matters most. Type 1 in the comments if this video resonates with you. Type 0 if it doesn't. Every response is reviewed, and your suggestions enable me to produce more effective content that is suited to your requirements. Now, let's start with the first food, which you may already have in your refrigerator, but may have been undervaluing for years. It's easy, it's well known, and when consumed at the appropriate moment, it can accelerate muscle regeneration and blood flow in the most important location. I'm referring to whole eggs, which are the most comprehensive food supply found in nature and can help you regain circulation after the age of 60. One is entire eggs, which are a natural way to start a circulation. I can't even begin to count the number of guys over 60 who have sat across from me, feeling bewildered, ashamed, and frustrated by the fact that things down there have changed. They shrug and say something like, "Doctor, I just grabbed some coffee in the morning. Maybe a slice of toast if I remember." Practically every time I inquire about their nutrition. They are unaware that as soon as they wake up, their body is starving for certain specific nutrients, especially at this age. And whole eggs, which they've kept in their refrigerator their entire lives, are among the most potent providers of those nutrients. I am aware that eggs have a negative reputation due to concerns about cholesterol, antiquated science, and outmoded anxieties. To be clear, though, if you're a man over 60 and you don't frequently eat whole eggs, you're losing out on one of the best natural ways to strengthen and increase blood flow in your lower body. The yolk holds the key. Leucine, a potent amino acid that promotes muscle regeneration, including the deep, frequently disregarded pelvic floor muscles, is abundant in that golden core, along with vitamin D, B12, choline, and other nutrients. These are the same muscles that maintain your stability and balance throughout the day, support erections, and regulate urine flow. These muscles are among the first to deteriorate when blood circulation declines with age. However, when you correctly nourish them, particularly in the morning, your body reacts, you feel more stable, you have fewer cramps or numbness, and yes, you begin to feel more secure during intimate times. Your blood is flowing again, not because of a medicine. Richard, a 67-year-old patient, is one I recall. He informed me that it had been more than 2 years since he had morning wood. After switching his breakfast to 2 whole eggs every morning, boiled, nothing fancy, for 4 weeks, he called me incredulously. "I woke up like I was 40 again," he remarked. "It's the power of giving your body what it really needs when it needs it." 3. With chia seeds and oats, the cleaner for arteries. I don't only inquire about his medicine whenever I see an elderly man in my office complaining of weak erections, poor circulation, or that persistent heaviness in the lower body, I inquire about his breakfast. Furthermore, it is frequently either non-existent or laden with sugar and empty carbohydrates. Instead, what I suggest may appear too obvious to be significant. But trust me, more lives have been changed than you may imagine by a warm bowl of oats with chia seeds on top. By themselves, oats are a potent artery-aging ally. They include beta-glucan, a unique type of fiber that not only lowers cholesterol, but also helps to cleanse the walls of your blood vessels. This makes it possible for more oxygen-rich blood to get to vital parts like your groin and pelvis. That type of circulation assistance is not only beneficial, but necessary for males over 60. Something amazing occurs when you incorporate chia seeds into the mixture. Magnesium, potassium, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are abundant in these tiny seeds, assist your blood vessels relax, lower inflammation, and permit stronger, more fluid blood flow. This combination directly affects your capacity to get and sustain a healthy erection, in addition to being beneficial for your heart. One man, Henry, told me that he felt his body had begun to shut down after retirement. He described low energy, difficulty going upstairs, and a decline in intimacy. I persuaded him to switch from sugary cereal to oats flavored with blueberries, chia seeds, and a little cinnamon. His legs felt lighter after 2 weeks. He saw improvements in his sleep and energy levels both inside and outside the bedroom within a month. "I didn't think a bowl of oats could do that, Doc," he laughed. "The truth is that your morning meal determines how your blood flows throughout the day, and this straightforward combo, when consumed consciously and warm, signals your arteries that it's okay to widen. The muscles and nerves that keep you feeling like a guy need to be nourished. If you want to boost your circulation even further, there is a fruit that functions similarly to natural Viagra without the negative side effects. It works quickly when consumed at the appropriate time, but most guys ignore it. Let me reveal it to you. 4. The fruit of the bedroom is watermelon. When I instructed my patient Bill to begin eating watermelon in the morning, I can still picture the expression on his face. "Doctor, I thought that was just a summertime snack," he remarked, laughing. However, he was unaware, as are most men, that watermelon is among nature's most underappreciated resources for reviving blood flow, particularly where it matters most. L-citrulline is an amino acid that is abundant in watermelon. It transforms into L-arginine once it's inside your body, which raises nitric oxide, the same substance that widens your blood arteries and increases blood flow to your groin. Popular ED treatments use the same biological mechanism, except this time you're feeding it food rather than drugs. It also operates quickly. After incorporating watermelon into their diet, some patients have told me they experienced stronger morning erections and increased sensitivity in as little as 1 week. Allowing your body to function as it was intended to has a tremendous effect. Just pure circulatory assistance right from your breakfast plate. No artificial medications, no negative side effects. I don't know if it's the watermelon or the fact that I'm finally eating breakfast, but something's certainly waking up down there, Bill told me over the phone 2 weeks later. In reality, he wasn't imagining it, even though we both laughed. He felt a new sense of vitality in his lower body when the citrulline opened blood vessels. Watermelon is best consumed either right before your main breakfast or on an empty stomach. You only need a few of slices. Here's a hint, too. The white rind should not be discarded. The largest concentration of citrulline is found there. You may either chew it slowly or mix it into a smoothie. Your circulation will appreciate it, even though it's not particularly delicious. One of the simplest and most revitalizing tools you've been lacking may be watermelon if you've been searching for a natural approach to feel more alive and energized below the belt. You won't want to skip the following meal, though, if you want to regain your equilibrium, regulate your morning energy, and prepare your entire lower body for the day. It's earthy and warm, and when paired with one basic mineral, it becomes one of the most potent breakfasts I suggest for promoting circulation. Let's continue. 5. Celtic salt on steamed sweet potatoes. The stabilizer of circulation. This is the advice that receives the most unexpected responses out of all the ones I've made over the years. They ask for sweet potatoes, for distribution. However, everything begins to make perfect sense once you learn how your body functions in the initial few minutes after waking up. After going hours without eating, your muscles, including those in your legs, pelvis, and yes, even your penis, are exhausted. Your nervous system needs equilibrium, your muscles need glycogen, and your blood vessels need nutrients. The morning stabilizer your entire lower body has been lacking can be as simple as half a warm boiled sweet potato, topped with a pinch of Celtic sea salt. Rich in complex carbs, sweet potatoes provide your muscles with the clean energy they require to work properly without raising blood sugar levels. Additionally, by adding Celtic sea salt, an unprocessed salt that contains more than 80 vital minerals, you're providing your body with the means to maintain proper blood pressure, control nerve impulses, and retain water without experiencing a crash. These minerals support circulation, muscle contractions, and even nerve sensitivity, which, if neglected, might diminish with age. Thomas, a 70-year-old patient of mine, informed me that he had been waking up with a dull discomfort in his groin and heavy, numb legs. Nothing seemed to help despite his attempts at stretching, massage, and even prescription drugs. I proposed a minor adjustment before to his usual breakfast. With a glass of warm water and a dash of mineral salt, try half a steamed sweet potato. 3 days later, he called and said, "Doctor, I don't know what's going on, but my legs feel lighter, and I'm not reaching for the nightstand just to stand up." He thought it was too easy. Starting your day with genuine food, something your body is accustomed to, that not only relieves symptoms, but also brings your body back into equilibrium from the inside out, has a reassuring effect. Although sweet potatoes may appear unassuming, when consumed in this manner, they quietly and effectively balance minerals, improve circulation, and provide you energy for every action. Since information is useless without action, there is one more thing we need to discuss after you have learnt the 5 meals that can help you regain blood flow, strength, and energy down there. Let's discuss exactly what you need to do from now on to make these foods produce tangible, noticeable outcomes. 6. What you must do from now on. I already know something significant if you've read this far. You are concerned. You're not allowing your body do anything it wants throughout this stage of life. You're still fighting. The good news is that you now have tools, but if you keep them in the drawer, they are useless. When you make the decision to act now rather than tomorrow, the true transformation starts. Begin modestly. Make a commitment to consuming one of the 5 foods we discussed tomorrow morning. 2 eggs with the yolks, perhaps. It could be a bowl of warm oats with cinnamon and chia seeds. It doesn't have to be flawless. It simply must occur. Because one of the most significant decisions you can make regarding your circulation, self-esteem, and independence is what you eat during the first hour of waking up. No more skipping breakfast. Avoid waiting until you're exhausted, hungry, or already behind schedule for the day. While your body is requesting assistance, give it what it needs. Your blood vessels are at their most receptive during this time. Your muscles are now prepared to absorb nutrition. At this point, you break the downward spiral and begin restoring what time has attempted to destroy. Keep up your consistency even if you don't see noticeable benefits right away. You might experience an increase in leg energy, groin warmth, step strength, and responsiveness, where it counts most within a few days. It could improve your quality of sleep. If you're afraid that it's too late for you, I can honestly assure you that it's not. You might wake up feeling something you haven't felt in a long time: hope. I've witnessed guys in their 60s, 70s, and even late 80s change their vitality, intimacy, and energy just by focusing on this one thing and beginning each day with a goal. Thus, the question is straightforward. Tomorrow morning, will you take that initial step? Or will you wait for anything to change on its own and let another day pass? I want to leave you with one more item now that you know exactly what to eat and when. Even the best foods won't work if you're making a crucial error that most older men never even consider. Let us conclude with a final message that has the power to make or break your outcomes. 7. Last words. After dealing with guys over 60 for decades, I've come to the conclusion that growing older doesn't diminish your strength. All that is required is what you are prepared to sacrifice. Furthermore, we typically give up our idea that change is still possible rather than our physical selves. However, I'm here to remind you that it is. You now know about 5 powerful morning foods that can help restore blood flow, increase sensitivity, boost muscular function, and bring life back to regions of your body that may have felt far away for too long. Whole eggs, beets, oats with chia, watermelon, and sweet potatoes with Celtic salt. These aren't tricks or fads. These are actual foods that have a direct biological impact. Additionally, you know precisely when and how to consume these nutrients to get the most effect. You understand that the way you spend your first hour of consciousness determines the rest of your life, including your vitality, independence, confidence, and even relationships. It's not necessary to completely revamp everything at once. Just get started. Begin tomorrow. Take back your mornings. Allow your food to serve you, making each mouthful a potent reminder that you are still crafting your own narrative. It's not over yet. Not at all. Breakfast is where your next act starts, and it starts with your decision to take charge.